Family, illustrious F&ES graduates. I stand before you today feeling extremely privileged, but most of all humbled by the selection of my fellow classmates to allow Eliza and me to share a few words with you all on this such a joyous and tremendous occasion. I'm sure there is no doubt in anyone's mind as to what the enormity and transcendence of today's ceremony means and symbolizes. It brings to a close a journey that for most of us started just 2 short years ago, but which will unquestionably mold not only the rest of our professional careers, but the rest of our lives. I think it's only natural for some of us to feel a little emotional and sad this afternoon, as this event marks a poignant moment in all of our lives where we must now say goodbye to a wonderful community of friends and colleagues who have inspired us and have made us grow in ways which no words could properly describe. But there will be more than enough time to let some of that melancholy settle in a little bit later. Although today we witness the passing of such an amazing period in our lives, let's make this a celebratory passing. Let's make this a New Orleans funeral of sorts, where rather than feel somber or disheartened, let us be overcome with joy in commemorating the recent past, and let us look fearlessly, cheerfully, and hopeful towards the future. In short, let's throw a party. If you'd be so kind as to indulge me for a moment, I'd love to serve as your host for this event. Let me lead you on this trip. For starters, and to add a personal emblem to this festivity, I'd like to transport you all to a sleepy little town nestled high up in the Ecuadorian mountains. Aptly christened the Balcony of the Andes, a naturally formed amphitheater overlooking a grandiose sea of clouds and hilltops would mark the backdrop to our gathering. On either side of such a view, we'd find endless tables showcasing a culinary spread worthy of the exotic and diverse fabric that has made up our F&ES community. Pam and Sumaya would supply endless bowls of kosheri from Egypt. Gabo, Monica, Mariana, and Juan Pablo would bring along both Venezuelan and Colombian arepas. Luz, Jaime, and Anita would provide pozoles and other delights from Jalisco. And why not? Even Mitchell will waltz in with a healthy fixing of good old fish and chips. My band would then ring in the musical feast that would ensue. A healthy blast of cumbia, salsa, merengue would then be followed by the piercing sounds of rondadores and charangos, playing huaynos and then the marinera that so marks the sound of Manolo, Raul, and Giancarlo's beautiful Peru. Hugh's Ghanaian highlife and Jeffrey's Tanzanian hip-hop would make us dance into the evening. Where perhaps Dania could teach us a little bit of how to dance flamenco. Celine and Yasmin would have us spinning endlessly in whirling dervishes, and Lauren would delight us all with her bagpipe. Then would come the toasts, lifting our glasses filled with caipirinhas, proportioned by Gio and Mario, and all kinds of delicious Kentucky bourbon from Randy. We would all take turns in honoring and giving praise to those who have made this journey so wonderful. To all the F&ES administrative staff, whose dedication and endless works makes this place run so smoothly, thank you. To our professors, I think I speak for my entire class when I say thank you. Thank you for being our mentors, our leaders, and our friends. Perhaps catching a glimpse of your younger selves in our eyes, many of you often seem more excited about what the future prospects of our work and our careers might bring than we do. Or at least at the moment, it would seem that you comprehended a bit more. The advice, direction, and inspiration you have all induced in us will remain with us forever. We hope to become those agents of positive change in this world you have all envisioned and prepared us to be. And finally, a toast to you, all my classmates. Before coming to grad school, a friend of mine helping me decide what my next step in my career should be, told me that I should choose very carefully when and where to attend grad school. For, as she simply put it, it'll be what you do for the rest of your life. Sorry? Plato knew this as well when he said, the direction in which education starts a man will determine his future. I think attending F&ES has done exactly that for all of us. Whether we were busy these past 2 years designing new environmental curriculum for local schools, searching for new ways to make potable water more accessible for poor communities in Nigeria, or searching for ways with which to make refrigerators more efficient, or new forms of renewable energy more affordable. I think we have all, in one way or another, found our life calling. And to have gone through that journey in your company, being able to share both our triumphs and our setbacks together, and to have been able to support one another has been nothing short of incredible. Another toast shall be made to the incredible journey that lies ahead. Whether we like to think so or not, we are now the experts in our fields, and the world will now turn towards us in search of strategies for some of the most monumental and complicated problems mankind has ever seen. Although words and concepts like sustainability, participatory, environmentally friendly, or green have now become part of our daily language, we cannot forget that most of the world still doesn't think this way, and that we must become those agents of change so that our kids and future generations can grow up to live in a dignified and decent world. What is more, we must also realize that our roles as environmentalists have also dramatically shifted in recent years. While many of us will still be searching for that difficult to detect pollutant or trying to salvage and bring back the few remnants of an endangered species, there is no denying that our roles as environmentalists, now confronting colossal challenges like that of climate change, will also convert us into primordial ambassadors and champions of human rights and dignity. I can't think of a better group of candidates for such a role. Towards the end of our celebration, all of you shall be fortunate enough to witness an occurrence rarer than that of a sighting of a dodo or a passenger pigeon. That of an inebriated Pablo apologizing at the end of a party. Drunk with happiness, however, my apologetic words will be for not being able to mention each and every one of you by name in this speech, like you all deserve, as well as for using as an excuse the fact that 5 minutes is simply nowhere near long enough to convey all the appreciation and love I have for all of you. Thank you so much for being a part of my life these past 2 years, and I look forward with confidence to the years ahead, as I know any challenge that presents itself in my way will be overcome, especially because I will now have all of you by my side. I love you guys dearly, and please, 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 won't you come to my party?